Good evening. This is Akashvani Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Union Home Minister Amit Shah says drug trafficking is not only threatening economic activities but also putting national security at risk. Normal life in Naga-inhabited areas of Manipur affected following 12-hour total shutdown. NPF to be compelled to drag both Contractor and NHIDCL to court if justice is not delivered in order to save lives. And NITI Aayog's National Multidimensional Poverty Index reports the number of persons living in multidimensional poverty in the country decreasing to 14.96%. Now the news in detail. Union Home Minister Amit Shah today said that drug trafficking is not only threatening economic activities in the country but also puts national security at risk. Addressing the gathering during the regional conference on drug smuggling and national security in New Delhi, he said that to combat the issue of drug trafficking in India, a whole-of-government approach is urgently required. He said under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the government has adopted a zero-tolerance policy against narcotics to create a drug-free India. Home Minister also called upon the state governments and agencies to work in tandem to achieve the target of drug-free India. As per the ministry data, since 1st of June 2022 till 15 July 2023, all regional units of Narcotics Control Bureau and Anti-Narcotics Task Force of states have collectively destroyed around 876,554 kilogram seized drugs worth around 9,580 crore rupees, which is more than 11 times the target. Normal life in the Naga-inhabited areas of Manipur has been affected today following a 12-hour total shutdown call given by the United Naga Council (UNC) to show their resentment over the killing of a woman in her mid-50s belonging to Maring Naga community in Sawambung area of Manipur's Imphal East district. The total 12-hour shutdown was observed in all Naga areas in the state of Manipur from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. The UNC demanded from the state government to immediately constitute a judicial inquiry committee and arrest the perpetrators of the crime and give exemplary punishment. Meanwhile, Manipur police on its official Twitter handle said 9 people, including 5 women, have been arrested in connection with the killing of the woman in Imphal East district. Condemning the killing of the woman, Naga Students' Federation demanded that befitting action be initiated against the perpetrators of the dastardly act by the authorities concerned, as demanded by the UNC and other Naga organizations. The Naga People's Front NPF today said it will be compelled to drag both the contractor and National Highway and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited (NHIDCL) to the court in order to save lives if justice is not delivered. In a press statement, the leader of NPF Legislature Party, Kuzoluzo Azonino, said much has been said and discussed, but the NHIDCL has not provided any remedial action or guarantees for the safety of public life, even after the July 4th tragedy at New Jumukidima, where 2 precious lives were lost. He said even though Nagaland Pollution Control Board made prior repeated requests and warnings about the safety measures and destructive environment caused by the unsafe guttings of the earth for the construction of the 4-lane road, the NHIDCL did not respond to the incident and turned a deaf ear, claiming the tragic incident as a natural disaster. The NPF leader therefore urged the state government to immediately launch an independent inquiry committee and punish the defaulters accordingly. The number of persons living in multidimensional poverty in the country has fallen from 24.85% to 14.96% between 2015-16 and 2019-21. This was unveiled in the National Multidimensional Poverty Index released by NITI Aayog today. Briefing media in New Delhi, NITI Aayog CEO PVR Subramaniam said 13.5 crore people have escaped from multi-dimensional poverty in 5 years. He said India is on course to achieve Sustainable Development Goals target much ahead of the schedule by 2030. Subramaniam also said the report shows that poverty in rural areas has declined sharply from 32.59% to 19.28% during the period. The report said that improvement in nutrition, years of schooling, sanitation and cooking fuel have played a significant role in bringing down the poverty. This news comes to you from Akashvani, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News On Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. District Planning and Development Board DPDP Kohima emphasized the need to create more awareness on the advantages of prepaid metering system in the district. This was deliberated during the monthly DPDP meeting held today. The members view the prepaid system will reduce expenses and generate more revenue for the government. Executive Engineer Pa Shilidu Longkama informed the members that out of more than 54,000 electricity consumers in the district, only 940 have prepaid meter. During the meeting, the board also discussed on the vision of Sarkar Se Samriti, development of the National Cooperative Database and Society Registration. Sub-Divisional Officer Civil Mon Rongsen Menla has cautioned the public on scammers making fraudulent calls to hack bank accounts. Rongsen Menla said scammers have been posing as officials from the Pradhan Mantri Madru Vandana Yojana PMMVY office, and attempts have been made to hack bank accounts. She said these calls does not originate from the PMMVY cell and that bank account details are never asked over the phone and no QR codes are sent. The SDO further asked citizens to report such calls to District Hub for Empowerment of Women or call the Women Helpline at 9485 239098. State Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities, PWDs, Nagaland organized a disability awareness and sensitivity workshop on airport, airline staff and security personnel at Dimapur Airport recently. The aim of the workshop is to equip them with the needs and challenges that PWDs may face when traveling and also promote empathy and respectful attitude towards individuals with disabilities. Disability Commissioner Detono Nakro stated that sensitization training is crucial as many individuals with disabilities are now traveling for various reasons. Nakro said problems are faced by both travelers with disabilities and personnel at various sections due to lack of understanding of disability needs. Chief Airport Security Officer, Aviation Security Group, Dimapur, Paul B. Chase said such disability sensitization is much needed to ensure that passengers with disabilities have a positive experience while traveling, particularly in security screening procedures. Chase expressed confidence that better awareness will enable all personnel and staff to provide the services and accommodations necessary to make traveling easier for passengers with disabilities. Administrative Training Institute, ATI, began a 5-day training program on office procedure and accounts at Longlang. Assistant Director, ATI, Dr. Alam, encouraged the participants to make the best use of the training by being interactive and clear their queries so that they can work efficiently. During the training, various topics such as Nagaland Services Discipline and Appeal Rules 1967, General Condition of Service, GBF Rules, Pay and Allowances and Fixation of Pay, File Management, E-Pay Appeal and E-NPS, Travelling Allowances Rules, Pension Rules, Maintenance of Service Book, Leave Rules, Confirmation of Service and Promotion and Seniority will be taken up. The Department of Post Nagaland said a circle-level Lok Adalat will be held at the Chief Postmaster General North East Circle, Shillong tomorrow at 11 a.m. The Dak Adalat will entertain grievances pertaining to postal services for redressal. And now to the news, here are the main points again. Union Home Minister Amit Shah says drug trafficking is not only threatening economic activities but also putting the national security at risk. Normal life in Naga-inhabited areas of Manipur affected following 12-hour total shutdown. NPF to be compelled to drag both Contractor and NHIDCL to court if justice not delivered in order to save lives. And NITI Aayog's National Multidimensional Poverty Index reports number of persons living in multidimensional poverty in the country decreasing to 14.96%. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.